r/datingoverthirty. Lady Leela says, guys, would you date someone who was pregnant? I'm a ref, 39, who became pregnant in my last relationship, birth control failure. Roe vs Wade was overturned about a week before I found out, though I really don't know what I would have chosen. Irregardless, that relationship has ended, and I'm ready to enter the dating scene again. I'm not getting any younger, after all. And admittedly it would be nice to not go through it alone. I just don't know if there's any point in putting myself out there while I'm still pregnant. Should I wait until after the baby is born and recovery is finished? Or would you date a woman who was already pregnant when you met? Any advice or feedback is much appreciated. For info, I just started my last trimester with a boy, if it's relevant, and I have 3 older children from a previous marriage, F15, F13, and F5. So I would obviously only be dating someone who was okay with children in the first place. Edited for clarity, when I say I don't want to go it alone, I mean I want a romantic companion. I'm not looking for support for the pregnancy newborn. The fathers are active and get visitation, and the baby will be co-parented between our homes, Marizo after the newborn stage. Likely, any new partner would not even meet my kids for a while. I would want to take my time getting to know them without kids involved first, and it wouldn't be fair to them or the children to make introductions unless I knew it had potential to go somewhere. I'm not looking for a replacement father, but if a relationship worked out they would obviously have to be okay with kids, as that would be an important factor in the future. I'm mostly curious if men would consider dating a woman during that pregnancy stage, or should I wait until after to start meeting people? I would not make a new relationship partner help take care of my newborn, that would be absurd. Edit 2, I thoroughly appreciate everyone's honesty. Truly. I think I've been letting the loneliness and maybe hormones cloud my judgments, but you guys have certainly brought me back to reality. I think dating is just not feasible right now in my life, and I should definitely wait. I'm sure once the baby is here I'll have plenty of new love and stay plenty busy as well. Thank you all for being truthful, I actually really needed. Jushilin101 says, Jesus, this is sad. You're going to attract weirdos and predators, both as a pregnant woman and as a single mom. Just pathetic all around. I love a kitten and puppy says, people are giving you too much of a hard time. Your question is reasonable, and so are your answers. You're a great mom. One person hit on something important here, which is that it would probably so severely distort the types of people you meet that I suspect it could set you up for a mismatch later. But it's also no harm to try. Expose says, Lord have mercy, these women these days, woo. I needed that laugh today, ha 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 ha. Kirai US says, I definition would not. That's signing up to have to deal with someone with newborn, no time for you, someone who can't work while raising a kid and get little attention. It'd be more work than even a relationship. Even if you aren't looking for a father replacement, the baby is so new you'll have to, and really should, give it so much attention. Bakany Cat says, I think it all depends. I had a friend who started dating her BF when she was pregnant. Her daughter is 2 now, and they are still together and just bought a house. While it is a possibility, I think maybe she got really lucky. Fatsakost says, I've never really thought about this, or had the option. I once worked with a pregnant woman who was single, and she aggressively flirted with me, but I just chalked that up to her being humorous, and not serious about it. I don't think dating a pregnant woman is for me. It just feels like an extra layer of responsibility that I do not want to deal with. My understanding is that women are very vulnerable emotionally while pregnant, and I would worry about stressing her out. I would possibly consider a FWB thing, but even then I think I'd be reluctant due to fear of hurting her feelings while she is in such a delicate condition. but hey, that is just me. I'm sure there are dudes who are into pregnant women. I mean, I just searched Reddit and there is a sub with 500k plus members dedicated to love of pregnant women. r/datingoverthirty. Some Rihanna Bike says, what to wear on winter walking date? I, 36F, have a first date tomorrow with a guy, 45 meters, I met online. We both live rurally and big into nature, hiking and outdoors, but I'm overthinking my outfit. Our date will be a 5-mile walk with muddy, rough terrain that I do regularly, and cause it's freezing here at the moment, I'd usually wear jeans, thermals, a hoodie, big overcoat and my walking boots along with scarf and gloves. It seems appropriate to wear this, but totally not attractive for a first date. Obviously I'm not turning up in skirt and heels, but how can I look less bulky and more feminine whilst still keeping warm? Binny_witch says, from a man, warm, comfy, and bulky is perfectly fine. Going to show him you're not dumb. Even under bulky clothes, a rough body shape can be guessed at. That's enough for a first date. Fitzgerald022 says, totally understand shared hobbies, but, as a female, I'd always be wary of going into the woods with someone I've never met on a first date. Definitely stay comfortable, but also stay safe. Early I9136 says, if he's into walking, you're into walking, I think he'd be surprised if you turn up in anything not really suitable for such a walk. I learned my lesson many years ago when I went walking with my white Air Force Ones. RIP those Air Force Ones. Well_damn says, warmth and protection over fashion. It's easier to remove layers than add some. Also make sure you tell someone your trail, when, where and time to be expected back. What frick, Uncle Buck says. Fleece-lined leggings instead of jeans maybe? I'm a straight woman, but I like the bundled up and cozy winter walk look. Everyone is more attractive with rosy cheeks. Happy Shenanigans 15 says, prioritize warmth first. But earmuffs, a cute hat, or nice gloves with the fur around the wrists could be cute and toasty accessories. Wilderness Spizza says, from a fellow rural outdoorsy woman, don't overthink it. Your comfort and safety is important. Considering his own lifestyle and age, I doubt he'll care or even notice. r/datingoverthirty. An N. says, should I bring it up or let it go? So, I, 30F, dated him, 30 meters, briefly. Right after he had asked me to be his girlfriend, he had to move for work. He had moved to my state during the pandemic because his work was remote. Then he got the notice that his office was requiring everyone to go back to the office. I decided that it was best for us to stop seeing each other because the relationship was quite new and I didn't think it would work long distance. Now, we would still see each other once a month during the year he moved out of state because he frequently came back, and I have been to his apartment in the other state twice. He moved back to my state last month and we just naturally started seeing each other again. Now here's what's bothering me, we started talking about us, and he said that his issue with me is that I don't want to have kids. But that's not a secret, I make sure to tell the guy beforehand, because I don't want to waste their time. I guess he told me this because he wants to make sure I'm aware that he's not serious about me. This is a guy who asked me to be his girlfriend and he knew from the start I didn't want kids. I'm not mad that he doesn't want to be with me because of that, I just feel like he wasted my time from the beginning. I had assumed that he was okay with the no kids thing because he kept dating me. I'm not sure if I should ask why he dated me back then, if he wanted kids, or just swallow my words, since there's no chance for a relationship. General_bag_5775 says, maybe the first time he dated you He was on the fence about kids, and he's more recently realized that he definitely wants them. Perhaps he thinks you might have changed your mind the same way that he did. I also know people who have given up on having kids because they were more interested in being with a specific partner than they were in having kids. He's probably both trying to figure out whether you might change your mind, but also trying to figure out if it's something he'd be willing to give up. It would be helpful if you were able to truthfully tell him that you've already had your tubes tied. The Genius One says, I don't see what the issue is here. You broke up with him because he moved, and you wanted to protect your heart. As you guys are talking, he admitted that kids were a priority to him, and you told him upfront your view. If anything, he wasted both of your time. You guys are broken up and not getting back together. Help me understand how this conversation would help you? Innately Incognito says, I assume he didn't care before, because you were just a short-term dating or hookup thing. Now that things are getting a bit more serious, he's trying to suss out whether you're still firm on the no kids thing. If I were you, I'd personally just get fo. Mostly because I suspect he's either going to want kids and hope that you'll change, or agree he's okay without then change his mind later. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.